So, round one safely negotiated. It's time for round two.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first frame, Mark Selby to break.
That's not ended well. Tough shot, but not what he was hoping for.
Well, he's taking it on to the left corner. That's an excellent opening red.
1.
Very tricky shot coming up. That split is not bad at all. Great opportunity.
8. 9.
'Nicely played.
16.
'Nicely onto the black.
17.
No real problem here. 'Played it well.
24. 25.
This should be straightforward enough.
32.
That's a really good split, and this is a real opportunity.
33. 39. 40.
'He's played that very well.
47.
He's just looking to drop this in gently.
48. 55. 56. 63. 64. 71.
Just the red needed here.
In it goes.
That should be it. No real way for his opponent to win the frame now.
72.
No issues there.
That should be it. No real way for his opponent to win the frame now.
79.
This should be pretty straightforward.
80. 87.
'He's looking to pop this into the left corner pocket. Tremendous pot.
88. 95.
'Decent position to take on a colour here.
96.
'Fantastic century.
103. 104. 111. 112.
Looking to play this with a lot of power.
119.
'Just the colours to go. Well, an excellent pot.
121.
This is a tricky one along the cushion.
124.
'Lining up the brown. Down it goes.
128.
This needs to be played at the right pace.
133. 139.
'Fantastic clearance. Brilliant.
146. And the first frame, Mark Selby.
And now the frame is his.
So he's opened up a one-frame gap and will be looking to apply some pressure on his opponent in this frame.
Yes, he played well in that last frame. I think he'll be looking to push on here.
Thank you. The second frame, Stuart Carrington to break.
He's playing the pot here.
One.
Long pot, right up his street.
Would you believe it?
6. Mark Selby, 6.
That's what he was attempting. He doesn't want to lose the white here. He could leave an opportunity.
Not what he intended at all. He'll be annoyed with that.
One.
That's a careless shot.
Stuart Carrington, 1. One.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
Five.
He's taking the red on. Oh, that's a top quality shot with the wrist. Not easy at all.
6. Touching ball.
Brilliant pot. Outstanding. They don't come much better than that.
He'll be very happy with the position here.
9.
That could have finished a little better.
10.
Playing this with a lot of power. That's an unforced error. He'll be fuming about that.
Mark Selby, 10.
Not what he intended at all. That's a poor shot.
He's going for the left corner pocket. What a top pot that was.
He really looks in fine form at the moment.
1.
Wow. Look at the action on the cue ball. Simple enough pot, but the cueing was exquisite.
3.
I think he's playing this with a lot of power.
Beautiful.
Excellent cueing.
4.
Lots of power on this shot.
11.
He fancies this red. That's a beauty.
Well, not perfect position.
12.
Well played.
19.
Nicely done. Good position to take on this pink.
20.
Not the best split. He'll be disappointed with that.
26. Mark Selby, 26. 1.
Nicely played onto a red.
8. 9. Stuart Carrington, 9.
Nicely onto the pink.
1. Seven.
He's attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket.
Loose play like that isn't what you'd expect from a player of his quality.
Mark Selby, 7.
This really is tricky.
What a great shot that is!
What about that for a positional shot? Perfect.
1.
Black ball required. Nicely done.
And that shuts the door on his opponent in this frame.
8.
Well, this is a challenging shot along the cushion. No problem there.
9.
This is no gimme.
Mark Selby, 9. Frame conceded. Frame, Mark Selby.
Well played to take that frame.
That's a 2-frame lead now.
He's playing some great snooker at the moment, and he's on a real roll. This will be concerning for his opponent.
He really needs to be mindful of pace here. Doesn't want to overhit this. He'll be disappointed with that shot, I think.
Foul and a miss. Stuart Carrington, 4.
Tricky shot here.
That's just magnificent.
1.
Playing this with plenty of power.
Eight.
Now that's a poor shot.
Mark Selby, 8. 1.
He's lining this up into the right middle pocket.
3.
And he's missed that.
Stuart Carrington, 3. One.
He'll play this with plenty of power.
Four.
Well, Not the best safety there.
Mark Selby 4-1. Stuart Carrington 1.
This isn't easy.
And he's missed it.
One.
No more than half a chance here.
Stuart Carrington 1. One.
This is being played towards the left middle pocket.
Yeah, played it well.
8. Nine. Eleven. Twelve.
Nicely onto a red.
17. Eighteen. $23.
He's aiming for the left corner here. That's a great pot.
Great cueing there.
24. $31.
Nicely positioned for the black.
32.
Playing this with a lot of power. He'll be disappointed with that.
39.
He's tempted by this red. In it goes. What a shot.
Excellent positional play there. Inch perfect.
40.
Just wants this pot to drop into the pocket.
43.
Important pot here. What a top shot that is.
And that effectively shuts out his opponent in this frame.
44. $51.
He's going for it. Wow, what a great pot that was.
52. $59. $60.
I'm not sure what happened there, but that's a poor shot.
67. Mark Selby, 67. Frame conceded. Frame, Mark Selby.
That is the frame.
Thank you. The fourth frame. Stuart Carrington to break.
Tough shot coming up.
One.
Challenging pot along the cushion here. What a great pot.
Well, that's left him a little awkward there.
8. Nine. $16.
Looking to play this with a lot of power.
$17.
He's taking it on. No, not this time.
Mark Selby, 17.
That's a bit sloppy. He's lost position here.
1. Stuart Carrington, 1.
Half a chance here.
1.
Tricky pot coming up.
What a fabulous pot that is.
Well, he couldn't have played that any better. Superb positional shot.
7. Eight.
He's aiming for the left corner here. That's a top shot. Well played.
Quality cueing there. Really good.
14. 15.
I think he's playing this with a lot of power.
$21.
Lots of power on this shot. He's lost the cue ball a touch here.
22.
Well, it goes. Half a chance. Nicely done.
Great technique, superb cueing.
28.
He'll be disappointed there. Unforced error.
Mark Selby, 28. One.
He's looking to pop this into the left corner pocket. No issues there.
3.
Not an easy one, but a half chance. That's really close, but not quite close enough.
Stuart Carrington, 3. One.
Well, he's lost the cue ball a touch. Would have wanted that under better control, really.
3. Four.
That hasn't really worked out at all.
10.
That was a really tough shot, and it hasn't worked out all that well.
Mark Selby, 10.
He'll be looking to tighten up his game here.
This red required.
Great pot.
That effectively removes any chance of a comeback in this match.
1. Eight.
Not an easy one, but a half chance. What a top shot that is.
9. 16. 17.
I think he's playing this with a lot of power.
$24.
High quality striking required here.
What a pop that is. Goodness me, that's a real cracker.
25.
Oh, he's having a go at the yellow.
Mark Selby, 25. Frame conceded, frame and match, Mark Selby.
And that puts him into the next round.
Welcome back. Well, the quality in this tournament has already been high. I'm sure that will continue as we start the third round.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first frame, Martin Gould to break.
Tricky pot coming up. This is not easy.
Missed pot.
Lots of power on this shot. Not the best split. He'll be disappointed with that.
1.
Tricky pot coming up.
That's a wonderful, wonderful pot.
Position looks pretty good to me.
3.
Well, he's taking it on to the left corner. And in it goes.
He's playing very well here.
4. 6.
He's going for the left corner pocket.
No problems with the rest there. Well played.
7.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the right corner pocket. Excellent shot.
Great cueing.
12. 13. 18.
'This won't be easy.
Well, that's just outstanding. Superb pot.
Yes, he'll be very pleased with that shot. What can he do here?
19. 22. 23. 28.
He just wants to slot this into the middle pocket.
29. 33.
He's looking to pop this into the right corner. That's a great pot.
Wonderful shot.
34.
Just wants to sink this into the left corner pocket. That's a top shot. Well played.
He's right on top of his game at the moment.
36.
Looking to play this with a lot of power. That's a good split. He's got a real chance here.
37. 42.
'Aiming for the centre pocket here. That's an excellent pot.
He seems full of confidence at the moment.
43.
'Playing this with plenty of power.
Nicely done.
What a wonderful pot.
48.
He's attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket. Tremendous pot.
Brimming with confidence and on a bit of a roll at the moment.
49.
I can't see any problems here.
52.
So, just the red required here.
In it goes.
That should be it. No real way for his opponent to win the frame now.
53. 58. 59. 64.
So, this pot into the right corner. Well, an excellent pot.
$65. 72. 73.
Playing this with a lot of power.
80.
Just the colours left now.
Well positioned for the green.
82. 85.
A delicate touch required here.
89.
He's lining this one up to the middle pocket.
$94.
This is not easy. What a brilliant century.
$100.
Great clearance. He'll be thrilled with that.
$107. And the first frame, Mark Selby.
That's the frame in the bag.
Well, he's taken the lead here.
Thank you. The second frame, Mark Selby to break.
Tricky pot, no doubt.
That's a good opening red.
One. 5. Martin Gould, 5.
He'll play this with plenty of power. Oh, that's an unforced error.
1. Mark Selby, 1.
Yes, he's taking the pot on.
1.
Well, I'm not surprised he's taking on the long pot here.
Martin Gould, 1.
Well, he's taking the red on.
1.
He'll need to strike the cue ball very true here.
Beautiful striking.
6.
Nice position on the black.
7. $14.
He's lining this up into the left centre pocket.
He's finished a bit awkward here.
15. $19.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner? That's a beauty.
Simply wonderful.
20. $22.
Just wants to sink this into the left corner pocket. No problem there.
Oh, wonderful shot.
23. $30.
He's attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket. One or two mistakes starting to creep into his game. He needs to regain his focus here.
Mark Selby, 30.
Very tricky shot coming up.
1.
Well, it goes. Half a chance here. That's a brilliant pot.
Great positional shot. He'll be happy with that.
4. Five. 11. 12. 17. Mark Selby, 17.
This is tough.
What a wonderful pot.
Just look at that for a positional shot. Superb.
1. 7.
Just the red required.
No problem there.
And that shuts the door on his opponent in this frame.
8.
'Down it goes.
And that effectively shuts out his opponent in this frame.
14.
'Position looks good for a colour.
15. 21.
'This is really tricky.
Great shot.
22. 27. 'Mark Selby, 27. Frame conceded. Frame, Mark Selby.
And that is the frame. Well played.
2 frames ahead, and he's starting to build some momentum here.
This lead will be a concern. He needs to settle down a bit here. This is a key frame.
Thank you. The third frame, Martin Gould to break.
No more than half a chance here.
That is a quality opening red.
1. Eight. 9. 16. 17.
He'll play this with plenty of power.
24.
He's playing for the right corner here.
He'll want to try and tighten up his game a little.
Mark Selby, 24. Touching ball.
Nicely positioned for the black.
1. 8.
'Position looks good for a colour.
9. 16. 17.
'That's a really good split, and this is a real opportunity.
24. 25.
This should be straightforward enough.
32.
'Nicely onto the colour.
33. 40. 41.
'Nicely positioned for the red.
48.
This red required. Down it goes.
And that shuts the door on his opponent in this frame.
49. 54. 55.
Looking to play this softly.
Nicely onto a red.
60. $61.
This won't be easy. He'll be fuming about that.
68. Mark Selby, 68. Frame conceded. Frame, Mark Selby.
That is the frame.
Thank you, the fourth frame. Mark Selby to break.
Well, it goes. Half a chance.
He won't be too happy with his position here.
1. Martin Gould, 1.
He's taking this on.
The split looks good to me.
1. Eight. 9.
This looks relatively easy.
16. 17. 24.
This looks pretty simple. Nicely positioned for the blue here.
25. 30. 31. 38. 39. 46.
He's looking to pop this into the left corner pocket. Beautifully done.
He really looks in fine form at the moment.
47. 54. 55.
No real problem here.
62. 63.
'This is the key shot. If this goes in, you fancy him for the frame. In it goes.
That should effectively remove any ideas his opponent may have of a comeback.
70. 71.
'Well played.
76.
'Nicely onto the black.
77. 84.
'He's lining up the long red to the corner here. That's a top shot.
85.
'This isn't easy.
What a beauty.
90.
He's aiming for the left corner here. That's a top shot.
91. 97.
He's aiming for the left corner here. In it goes.
$98.
Well, he's taking it on to the left corner. Brilliant century.
104.
Just the colours now. I'm not sure what happened there, but that's a poor shot.
106.
He'll be aware how important pace is for this shot. But hasn't really worked out at all.
Foul. Mark Selby, 106. Martin Gould, 4. Free ball.
He'll be trying to reduce any risk with this shot.
Foul. Martin Gould, 4.
Tricky pot, no doubt.
He's got it. What a pot.
3.
1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26. 27. 28. 29. 30. 31. 32. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40. 41. 42. 43. 44. 45. 46. 47. 48. 49. 50. 51. 52. 53. 54. 55. 56. 57. 58. 59. 60. 61. 62. 63. 64. 65. 66. 67. 68. 69. 70. 71. 72. 73. 74. 75. 76. 77. 78. 79. 80. 81. 82. 83. 84. 85. 86. 87. 88. 89. 90. 91. 92. 93. 94. 95. 96. 97. 98. 99. 100. 101. 102. 103. 104. 105. 106. 107. 108. 109. 110. 111. 112. 113. 114. 115. 116. 117. 118. 119. 120
Mark Selby 3. Frame conceded, frame and match, Mark Selby.
And he's through.
Here we go then, great anticipation here. It's time for the last 16.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first frame, Stuart Bingham to break.
Well, he's taking it on.
Impressive opening red.
1.
Nicely done.
8. 9.
Playing this with plenty of power. Good split. That's really opened the table up here.
16.
'Loose shot.
17.
'He's going for it.
Would you believe it?
24.
If he underhits this, he could be in trouble. He's played that very well with the wrist.
25. 32. 33. 40.
'He's taking this red on. Brilliant shot.
Position looks very good here. He's played that very well.
41.
I can't see any problems here.
48.
Lots of power on this shot.
Tremendous shot.
Wonderful pot. Outstanding effort.
49.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
Mark Selby, 49.
This is a tricky safety.
He's taking the red on. Wonderful pot. Outstanding effort.
He couldn't have played that any better.
1.
Well, this is a half chance.
Mark Selby, 1.
Not what he intended at all. He'll be annoyed with that. This should be pretty straightforward.
One.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner. Beautiful.
Simply wonderful.
6. Seven.
Nicely played onto a red.
14.
Just his red needed.
And in it goes.
That should be it. No real way for his opponent to win the frame now.
15. $20. 21. 25.
Playing for the middle pocket. No issues there.
26. 31.
He just wants this to drop gently into the pocket.
32.
Played it well.
39. 40. 47.
'That's what he was after. Nicely played.
Mark Selby, 47. Frame conceded. Frame, Mark Selby.
Well played to take that frame.
He's got a one-frame advantage now, and will be looking to build on that lead by taking this next frame.
Yes, he's looking good at the moment. and will be pleased with that last frame.
Thank you. The second frame, Mark Selby to break.
He's tempted by this red.
Really nice opening red.
One.
Nicely positioned for the red.
6.
That's ended up more awkward than he would have wanted.
7.
That hasn't really worked out at all.
12.
That's a shocker.
Stuart Bingham, 12. One.
Playing this with a lot of power.
Six. Seven.
Yeah, played it well.
14.
No real problem here.
That's poor. He should have potted that.
Mark Selby, 14.
He's going for the left corner pocket. What a top pot that was.
1. Three.
He'll want this to drop into the centre pocket.
4. 9. 10. Stuart Bingham, 10.
Well, he's taking the red on. Close, but not quite. I'm not sure what happened there, but it's a poor result. He's looking to pop this into the left corner pocket. Great shot.
1.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner.
6.
This won't be easy.
He's missed the pot.
Mark Selby, 6.
Decent position to take on a colour here.
One. Eight. Nine. 14. 15. 22. 23. 28.
Nicely onto the colour.
29. 36. 37. 44. 45. Stuart Bingham, 45.
He's aiming for the left corner here.
This is no gimme.
Frame conceded. Frame, Stuart Bingham.
That's the frame in the bag.
Thank you. The third frame, Stuart Bingham to break.
Tricky pot, no doubt.
One.
He just wants to ensure he gets this cue ball tight to the cushion with the shot. Not really the result he was after.
Stuart Bingham, 1.
Just wants to sink this into the left corner pocket. He's looking to pop this into the right corner.
One.
He's taking it on.
Six.
That's a pretty poor attempt, really.
Stuart Bingham, 6.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the right corner pocket. Excellent pot.
1.
He's attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket. Down it goes.
Three.
He's going for the left corner pocket.
Not quite the spread he wanted.
4.
Well, he's taking it on. That's just brilliant. What a shot.
That's great cue ball control. Excellent position.
10.
So, this pot into the right corner. Tremendous pot.
Great cueing.
11.
He's playing this into the right centre pocket.
Mark Selby, 11.
He's gone in off.
Foul. Mark Selby, 4.
He looks to be playing on here.
Tricky pot coming up.
Excellent pot. Superb.
He's left that a little bit more tricky than he would have liked.
1.
So, this pot into the right corner. Great shot.
He's right on top of his game at the moment.
4.
Tricky pot along the cushion here.
5.
Very tricky shot coming up.
That's a top shot. Outstanding potting.
Superb cue ball control there. Ideal position.
11. 12. 19. 20. 27. 28. 35.
Very tricky shot coming up.
So close, but he's missed it. That'll annoy him.
Mark Selby, 35.
Yes, he's taking the pot on. What a magnificent pot that is.
1. Eight. 9. 16. 17. 24.
Oh, can you believe it? He's missed an easy pot. That should have been potted.
Stuart Bingham, 24.
Not an easy one, but a half chance. That's a top shot. Well played.
He'll be happy with that. Top shot.
1.
'Looking to play this with a lot of power.
That's a loose shot.
8.
So he just needs this yellow. That's a top shot. Well played.
And that effectively shuts out his opponent in this frame.
10. 13. 17.
'I think he's playing this with a lot of power.
22.
This is really tricky.
'Mark Selby, 22. Frame conceded. Frame, Mark Selby.
And now the frame is his.
So, a one-frame advantage. He'll be looking to build more pressure on his opponent in this frame.
He'll be wanting to press home the advantage now. This next frame should be interesting.
He's playing the safety and aiming to get the cue ball tight against the cushion.
Pace is critical here.
He's looking for the safety again. Who will make the first mistake? He'll want to get this cue ball close to the cushion.
This is no gimme.
Great opening red.
One.
This looks pretty simple.
Six.
He's taking this on to the right middle. What a top pot that was.
He's playing very well here.
7. Twelve.
Perfect pace required for this shot.
13. $20. 21.
This is a half chance.
Well, that's not ideal. He's not finished in a great position, that's for sure.
26. Stuart Bingham, 26.
He's attempting to get the white tight on the cushion.
Not an easy safety, this. He's not played that well. Tough shot, but he could have played it better.
He's playing for the right corner here. He'll want to try and eliminate errors like that in this match. He's taking this red on.
Well played. That was made more difficult due to the rest being used.
1.
He's aiming for the left corner here. That's a beauty.
7. 8. 15. 16. 23. 24. 31.
'That's a good split. He's got a real chance here.
32. 38.
'He's aiming to sink this into the right corner. Excellent pot.
Wonderful shot.
39.
I think he's playing this with a lot of power.
46.
'He'll want this to drop into the centre pocket.
Nicely onto the colour.
47.
He'll play this with plenty of power.
52.
'This is tough.
Brilliant. What a pot.
Just look at that for a positional shot. Superb.
53.
'He's an expert long potter and he's taking this on. Tremendous pot.
58. 59. 65.
'Just this red needed. What a top shot that is.
And that shuts the door on his opponent in this frame.
66. 73.
Well, it goes. Half a chance here.
Mark Selby, 73. Frame conceded. Frame, Mark Selby.
And that is the frame.
Thank you. The fifth frame, Stuart Bingham to break.
He fancies this red. That's a good opening red.
1. 8.
'Looking to play this with a lot of power.
9.
That's a great split. He'll be unlucky if he's not on anything here.
16.
He'll want this to drop into the centre pocket. Beautiful.
Excellent cueing.
17. $24.
Gently does it.
Nicely positioned for the black.
25. $32.
Pace is critical here.
33.
Really well played.
40.
Decent position to take on a colour here.
41. $48.
I can't see any problems here.
$49. $56.
Well, he's playing this into the left middle pocket.
Not really the level of control he was after there. Lost the cue ball a little.
57. $64. $65. $72.
So, just the red required here. That's a great pot.
And that should be it. Past the point of no return in this match.
73.
He's looking to pop this into the right corner. That's a top shot.
80. Will you please make sure your phones are on silent?
Position looks good for a colour.
81. 88.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner? No issues there.
89.
Very well played.
96.
He's looking to drop this into the middle pocket.
Nicely onto the black.
97.
Amazing century.
104.
He's taking on the pot along the cushion.
That is a great recovery shot.
105. 112. 113.
'Position looks good for a colour.
120.
Just the colours remaining on the table now.
122. 125.
This is a tricky one along the cushion.
Mark Selby, 125. Frame conceded, frame and match, Mark Selby.
And that's it. He's into the quarterfinals.